cartoon food chain, I think they call it. Mouse, cat, dog. That's how Poochie was formed.
What's Poochie? Dog Lover, which is the sequel to Cat Lady. So plays kind of like similar-ish to Cat Lady, but different.
Certainly has a similar art style and a similar theme overall.
And if you like dog better than cat, maybe.
So much like Cat Lady, Dog Lover is a card drafting game where you're taking cards out of a continuous draft of a 3x3 grid. And how you'll do this, you'll have a card which is called a trick, and at the start of the game you choose either side of it. But suppose it were this, you would choose a set of 3 or 4 cards, depending on the trick, that matches the pattern on the card.
Or 5.
So you can rotate this however you wish, you can orient it however you wish in the grid. So let's suppose I did it like that. I would take these 3 cards into my collection, and they will be collected into various sets. They'll be resolved in various ways. And once you're done, you'll put the guard dog, you'll replace the cards, firstly. Let's do that because it's very entertaining to watch me do that. And then you will place the guard dog where the star is on your card. So this was where the card would have been, the star would have been, so it would go there. And what that means is that the subsequent player is not allowed to take more than 1 card from that column or row on their next turn. It's there to prevent a player essentially from top decking the perfect set of cards as they come out.
Okay.
And Cat Lady had something very similar. In Cat Lady, you were just taking a single column or a row, and then that column or row wasn't available for the next player.
Okay.
So really it's all about collecting various sets. You'll be trying to collect dogs. You'll need to collect food to feed those dogs, otherwise they're not worth points.
They get negative points even.
Negative points. And then you can attach traits to dogs.
1 each.
Worth extra points. And dogs will have various abilities on them that will let you tuck cards under them, certain types of cards, to get combos with them. It's all about building up the scores from that.
Yeah.
There are thing cards, basically dog toys. You can collect those on the side and they'll be worth more and more points the more unique ones you have. You can get training cards, which will let you get more tricks, let you take more cards at once or different options. There is, I took them away, but there's the adoption cards that will let you gain more dogs from the rescue shelter, from the collection available there. And you'll play through the deck until the deck is empty and everyone's had the same number of turns. And you'll add up all your points.
It's actually not until the deck is empty, it's until...
Pretty close to.
Close to empty. Until that card shows up. There's different variety depending on the number of players and so on.
Yep. And there we have it. So you see some cubes here. These represent the different types of food. So you can cash in a food card for the food cube, or you can keep the food card to possibly spend on other things later. There you have it. What do you think?
I like the fetch card. Now, well, this is actually, I'll talk about it later. So this is very similar take to Cat Lady, where each player could potentially have different ways of getting cards, like different cards. So that adds a little bit more complexity compared to Cat Lady, of course. And there are more texts in this one compared to Cat Lady. So if you see things like that, I think Cat Lady just kind of like 1 sentence or 2 sentences max or something like that. And this one has got more things that you can combo, and there's more dogs and there are more cards on the side that you can potentially get for engine building, but not too much, because I had that mistake of getting it and then not using it. And then don't try to get dog if you can't feed it. But sometimes, it's good. There are plenty of food in the deck. There are some that's wild. There's some that has got 2. But I think fetch card. Okay, I'm going to talk about fetch card. Fetch card is great because the last player would start with it, and then you can, if you really want the card and it popped up, and then you can just use this to exchange it right there. And once that's happening, other people can take the fetch card and they can keep it. They can just keep it until they find the card that they really, really want, or just keep playing it.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think the game is fine. I think it, I would say that compared with Cat Lady, I preferred the simplicity of the drafting in Cat Lady. And outside of that, they're quite similar games.
Yeah.
I'll say that I can't remember Cat Lady well enough to know if every mechanism here was present in that game, but I know they have a very similar flavour overall. Yep. What I do like, I like that with the trait cards there are penalties for just taking it to keep it away from somebody else.
Yeah,
that's a nice feature for a game like this.
That is really nice, yeah, and that's why, you know, this not necessarily you want to get as many cards as possible. Sometimes there are cards you kind of want to try to avoid because you don't want to get the penalty. If you can't fulfill the requirement, you have to discard that card and maybe 2 food or something like that.
Yeah, so I quite like that as a feature as well. But yeah, overall it is a quick and a neat little game, and it is good. This grid drafting thing, I did think it worked really well in Cat Lady, and this is a slightly different twist on it, and it still works quite well.
Yeah, but I feel like Cat Lady is more for gateway gamers. And this one is more advanced because of the text written on the cards. What do you think of that?
I think they're pitched at a fairly similar level.
If you like dogs, you like cats, probably. If you like cats, you like dog.
True.
So, well, it's beside the theme. It is a nice drafting game. I always like open drafting, tiles, cards, and just see what's out there rather than close drafting, because then I cannot remember what other people have. Like Sushi Go, like, oh, was that card before? Was that? Like, you have to keep track what's been taken, who has what. That's why I kind of like open drafting because of that. I don't have to remember much about what's valuable, and can use my brain power a little bit more for something else. I don't know if anyone's like that, anyone's like me, because in general, I'm not really that good at memory game. I just don't remember. On the other hand, Tarrant here,
I'm okay at memory games.
Aww.
I don't make a point of playing them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know a friend that doesn't like memory game, and I think they'll probably like this sort of thing as well. Anything else?
No, that's my thoughts on the game.
So, have you played both? Dog Lover, Cat Lady, is there a third one coming up, maybe even? What would it be called?
It would be a mouse or a bird, I think.
It was a bird, yeah.
Because that's the
taken.
That's the hierarchy of
food chain. Not really.
Cartoon food chain, I think.
Cartoon
call it. Mouse, cat, dog. That's how Poochie was formed.
What's Poochie?
That's in The Simpsons. Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie.
I know Itchy and Scratchy, but not Poochie.
Yes, that's because...
No, wait, from cat to dog, and then maybe horse. It wouldn't be a rat.
I've never seen a horse
bunny.
and a dog argue with each other in a cartoon.
Okay, yeah. Or maybe... Alright. What do you think? What do you think is the next one? Well, let us know in the comments anyway. What do you think of those 2 games, if you have played them? Or what do you think of this one? Or anything else that is similar to this? Let us know. Anything else, Tarrant?
No,
that's it?
That's all.
And that is all, everybody. And that's all, folks. So you say cartoon and I think about the Looney Tune. Anyways, if you find this useful, that would be really helpful. If you can please hit that like button and subscribe to us if you haven't already done so. There's Meeple somewhere in the corner. You can click that and hit the bell as well if you like. I'm also on Instagram, so find me there. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye!